I hate the other voice recorder on here. It says I have to turn off optimized settings or whatever. I just watched Conjuring Last Rites. I probably shouldn't have, but it was on sale. And I said, you know what? And I did a little bit of research before watching it. And yes, I already knew going in that the movie was going to be heavily not accurate. They say, oh, based on a true story, which they show the family. But as soon as they have anything to do with the mirror when it shows up and the Warren family, they override, and the mirror overrides, and Annabelle overrides everything. And nothing is truly actually at a source of what really happened, why they were attacked, why it was resolved. No, we just get a giant Annabelle mascot. I don't care if I'm spoiling if people haven't watched it by now. I don't care. You get this giant stupid uh person chasing their daughter, and her daughter goes to Pennsylvania and cries the whole time, whines her butt off, and then gets effed. And then the mom was like, "Oh, I should never have let you come here." And one of the lines that was supposed to be good, was supposed to be deep, but it was so dumb at the same time, and it made all the monsters go away, was, "You're not really there." It's like, yeah, they are. You dumb. They're really still there. You're just saying that. I hate to admit when she was possessed, it was the coolest scene in the whole movie because that was the only time you had some really cool cinematic shots and her face was all and she was really good at it. I'm sorry, she's really good at it. The only things that sucked that ruined the scaring or not I don't care about being scared, it would ruin the pacing of the scenes was the makeup job done to the some of the like the smiling lady. It was just something was not right. Like it wasn't like not right. Like oh, I'm unsettled. It was like not well done enough. Not as far as they could have gone. You can tell. And same thing with the pacing of how fast she moves when she crawls across. They just sped it up as fast as possible and clipped frames and she's crawling across the floor, then the mirror spinning in midair at Mach speed. We're basically like NASA right now, just going. And I go, okay, it's spinning that effing fast. I don't believe that. I'm sorry. Like, I want to believe what I'm looking at on a certain level. That's what these movies are supposed to do. You're supposed to be at disbelief and be like, oh, this feels oddly real. There's parts in the earlier part of the movie that do it just right, but when they overdo the sink with the blood thing, they did the first time it was effective, you know. But when you have a basement full of it and you got a sink full of it and it happens 3 times, I go back to the Reddit post that said, "Oh, after a while it gets old." And I tried to shake that off. No, it does. Cuz you can tell they ran out of ideas and this was them stretching as much as they could for ideas. And that's all they could really use. I was like, damn, this sucks. And I liked the scenes. It was actually creepier and better when everybody was at the party, right when before he was going to propose. And everybody's just like doing all right, but they're kind of talking about stuff, you know, and there's kind of things happening. And like, or when they're at the dinner at the restaurant, and then the mom goes, like, that is the right amount of oh. And then once they actually show anything, it's just way over the top. And then it's not even giving you enough of it. When it finally gets to it's supposed to get scary, you realize the movie's only got 20 minutes left. And I'm like, okay, so what's gonna happen? This ain't even as good as the last one. The third film was better, and the third film's worse than the second movie. The second movie's worse than the first movie. The first movie is the best one because the first one captures the true emotions of the stories. As soon as you get to the second movie, it starts veering off. The third one is just fantastical drama. The fourth one doesn't care. It's like, yeah, there's a family. Yeah. The girls that are involved with the mirror that throw it out, they get put in the back burner. They don't even get to talk. They're just sitting around. And then when they finally do, it's just, well, how do we get rid of it? I was like, oh, there they are. When did they get a chance to talk? Oh, it's been Emily Warren and blah, 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 blah. I don't want to hear them the whole time. I get it. They're cool. They're the investigators, but it's that like same feeling you get when you got somebody who's been around in a workplace and then there's the new kid and you want to like know about the new kid because they're kind of like the hot shot. They're interesting. They're making the story feel vibrant. And then you got the one that's been around since the beginning and they've done the job, but like you don't want all of the spotlight on their star child being like, "Yeah, this is our people. This is who they." It's a weird feeling. It's like it feels annoying. It's like yes, they are the investigators, but they're not even trying to take over the story. It's all the director's fault. It's the writer's fault. And they said, "Yeah, we did the best we could with this." No, no, and I gave it the best benefit of the doubt when I watched it. I really tried. But no, even when that preacher just offs himself, it's so quick. It's way less scary than the daughter doing it. Like when she does it, you're like, oh crap, oh my gosh, it's reminiscent of the beginning. Oh my gosh, we're going full circle now. Parallels. But with him, it's just don't. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. Why would you even add that if it never happened? Seriously, like some of these things that are not even close to the story. Why are they even in the story? That's all I gotta say. Uh, Honestly, true stories are scarier because if you really think about them, they're like, oh wow, like the closer you are to reality, even if it is subtle and minute, it's terrifying because somebody went through that. That's all I gotta say. Movie. I don't even know what to rate it, but I own it now. Yep.